Welcome to AI Legend. In today's video, we're diving deep into MidJourney's advanced prompt parameters. If you're ready to go beyond the basics and learn how to fully customize your images with the commands, then stay tuned. As always, don't forget to check the pinned comment for extra resources and tips to help you get the most out of your prompts. Let's jump right in. Now let's take a look at the stop parameter. This one's really interesting because it lets you control how far MidJourney goes into rendering process through the full cycle, creating a polished image, just like this one. See? Goes through the full cycle, and look, it got another one right here, and another one right here. See? But with stop, you can get unique abstract visuals by interrupting that process. It's perfect if you're looking to create something with a sketch-like or concept art feel. So let's try a sample prompt together. So I'll go with something like this one right here. Let's say a fantasy forest landscape, and I add a stop at 50, which is halfway through the rendering process. So yeah, this will stop the generation halfway through, giving us a look at what MidJourney produces at the 50% mark. Let's send this through and see what happens. All right, let's go right here in the create section. All right. So we should get a more abstract, unfinished look. It all depends on the process, by the way, almost like a rough draft. So this approach is great for early stage concepts where you want to explore an idea without all the final details. So it all depends right here on how it would end up being. All right, there we go. As you can see, so this forest landscape has that blur-like appearance that we were aiming for. See? It's not really sharp and all, and yeah, look at that. It still looks authentic. Not really authentic, but more unique take than just like prim and perfect and complete. So experimenting with different percentages can help you find just the right level of detail for your project. See, even though it's not complete, it still ended up looking great. Now let's dive into the chaos parameter, which is all about adding a bit of unpredictability to your images. This setting allows MidJourney right over here to take some creative liberties, making it perfect if you're aiming for something unexpected or unique. With chaos, you can dial up the randomness and see just where MidJourney's AI imagination can take you. So let's try it out with a prompt for a cyberpunk cityscape. And here it is. I set the chaos level to 20. So this will give us a controlled level of randomness, keeping the cityscape recognizable while allowing some room for creative elements. Now I'll have this entered right here and send it off now. All right, so with the Chaos 20, we should see a fairly controlled look. Mid-Journey will add some unique touches, but stick to a familiar cityscape style. So let's give it a moment to process and check out the result a bit later on. So the rendering process, all right, so we're almost done right over here. There we go. Here's the result. So as you can see, the cyberpunk elements are definitely there, but everything still looks pretty standard. See right here? Cityscape had a bit of creative control right here. See? Out of the ordinary. Another one right here. See? Pretty good, huh? Now, why don't we bump it up to chaos at 80 level and see how it changes? Higher chaos will introduce more random colors, unusual building shapes, and lighting that might look like something out of a dreamscape. So let's run that prompt right now, right? Let's set that to 80 and enter. So with this higher setting, we're letting MidJourney take creative control. So the image might come out with wild design choices. So it could be perfect for when you want that out of the box concept. And so It just depends on how the generation for each of the result will end up in, just as it's completed. Oh, well then. Take a look at this one. Would you look at that? So as you can see how experimental this is, see right here? It's gotten a bit bright over here. See? It's randomness right there. It's unexpected colors, right? And some buildings right here. See? It's very out of the ordinary, just as I stated. So using quite higher chaos values like this is perfect for generating unique ideas or adding stylized elements, my apologies for that, to your project. See? Now, if you find this video helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe to get notified whenever we post a new video. And if you could take just 2 seconds to smash that like button, it would help us get traction in the YouTube algorithm. Next up is the quality parameter, which controls how detailed or intricate your final image will be. Higher quality settings allow MidJourney to add finer details and depth, but it also means a bit more rendering time. Let's try a prompt together. So I'll go with a classic medieval castle at sunset. Then we'll start the quality at 1 for a quick render. So this setting should capture the basics of the scene without too many intricate details. Let's send that through and see what we can get. All right. There we go. So with quality at level 1, we're aiming for a faster, simpler rendering of our castle scene. It'll give us a good foundation, but may not have the textures and richness of a higher setting. All right, let's see what it pops up here. And then here's our result right here. It's a nice clean rendering with the main features of the castle. But after this, see, very basic. It's just a classic castle at sunset. Now, let's see what happens if we up the quality at 2. Right over here. Let me change that. Here we go. So this time we're looking for more refined textures on the castle stones, richer lighting, and perhaps more depth at the sunset background. So now that the prompt is updated a little bit, my apologies for that. Let's send this off right about now. Now that we've increased the quality to 2, we're giving MidJourney the green light to add those finer details. This might take a bit longer to render, but it should be worth the wait for a richer, more polished look. All right, so just be patient. This might take a couple of seconds here and there. Oh, all right. Looks like it might be a bit different from the previous ones right here. All right, this might take a while, and that. All right, complete. So let's take a look. So you see the difference right away. Over here, more depth in the lighting, textured stonework on the castle, and a much more realistic sunset right here. Another one, see? Add more details, realistic sunset over here. Another one right here, see? Look at that, much more realistic. See? And another one right over here, see? Higher quality levels like this are ideal for creating detailed artwork or images where you want that extra level of polish. See the difference? See? See right over here? Pretty impressive, huh? All right, now that we've explored each of the key parameters individually, let's see how they can work together. Combining parameters like stop, chaos, and quality can give you precise control over your images, blending detail, style, and creativity to match exactly what you're looking for. For this, I'll create a steampunk laboratory interior scene. And then we'll combine the multiple settings to shape the output. So I've added here the stop parameter at 80, right over here to give it an unfinished conceptual look. Then set chaos, my apologies for that, at 50 to add a bit of creative flair, and the quality at 2 to keep the details sharp. Now let's send this through. There we go. And then we'll see how it turns out. So with this combination right over here, it should give us a balanced result that detailed, but also has a unique imaginative twist based off the prompt that I just put together. And there's a setting right here, right over here, MidJourney, as you can see. Here we go. You can see here how each parameter came into play. So this combination approach is great for achieving a specific look and feel. So right here, it's blending the details with creative freedom. So when working on your own projects, try experimenting with different combinations that fit your goals. Customizing with multiple parameters like this lets you bring a unique touch to every image. So I hope these tips inspire you to try out new combinations and create unique customized artwork. Now it's your turn. Experiment with these commands and see where they take your creativity.